Shalom. Let me just make sure this is working. All right. All right. Salakia. All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakwadash. All right. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and much love. Honors and blessed salutations to the elect of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, which hold their conduct, composure, and integrity while we transition out of this wicked kingdom. All right. This is Yahweh. And as you can see, the lesson, the title is E is Mad by Measuring the Times We See. And what I want to do, man, is I want to show a clip of something that Joe Biden said in a conference or a meeting yesterday, and really it was directed towards us. It was directed towards the elect of Yahweh Bashem Yashai, really, because at the end of the day, the elect are not going to bow down. They're not going to, worship this place. They're not going to succumb to the way and lifestyle of Esau. All right, and to prove that, all right, you got in Romans the 11th chapter. And 4, it says, "But what saith the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Even so then, at this present time also there is a remnant according to the election of grace." And that's the elect. All right, the 144,000, which are part of the one-third as a whole, that are not going to bow down to the image of to the image of Esau, which is the system. All right, because Esau is in the working right now of trying to get all the inhabitants to submit to his rule. All right, to make you a byproduct, and that he's doing that through the Beetlejuice. Now, whoever's listening, you should understand we got to use allegories and acronyms now, key or code words, because our videos will get taken down if we actually say certain terminology or words. So we know what it is: Beetlejuice, zombie juice, the Paul Pierce, all right, the hokey poke or whatever you call it. That's a certain brother does that one, but you know what I'm talking about. That's the main avenue that E is using right now to get you people to submit. All right, so I want to go ahead and play this clip. All right, and then I'm going to go back, because Esau is getting mad. He's getting tired of waiting. Basically what Esau wants us to do is he just wants Israel to hand over the blessing that he lost, that was actually rightfully given. When you look into the scriptures, you go back to Genesis, you will find out it's all right there, man. The beautiful thing about Esau being proud is he'll put the truth out, because he knows that we're dumb. He knows our people are stupid today. So he'll put the truth out. But the truth is right there in black and white, man. It's right there telling you that Esau gave his right. He rightfully gave up his birthright. So I'm also going to get a few documents to show that he's still mad about it. Okay. But first, what I want to show you, all right, is this clip. All right, where Biden, he got mad. Or Esau, the elites, they're getting mad and they're losing patience.
We've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin, and your refusal has cost all of us. We've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin, and your refusal has cost all of us.
Right. So, you know,
Patient.
let me play it again.
You've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin, and your refusal has cost all of us. You've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin, and your refusal has cost all of us.
Now, here's another thing, man. Who do you think that let me go ahead and make this small now. Who do you think that when he says your patience has cost all of us? All right. Who do you think it's talking about? It's talking about the elites, the stock of Edom, because they want this birthright, man. Esau, which I'm going to get. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and just get it. Let me go ahead and get it. Slack it for all this. It's going to be a mess a little bit, but Lord will get it working. You got in Revelations 12 and because what I was saying, Esau basically just wants us to give over the blessing. All right. And he thinks that by doing what he's doing right now with the Beetlejuice, all right, with the poke, the hokey pokey, he thinks that by doing these things and having our people just willingly do it, that he's going to be guiltless from his crimes. All right. You go in the book of the Talmud, there's an actual, I don't know what to call it, a law or not a law, but one of his codes of conduct that he believes that if he tells the people what he's about to do to them and they do it by themselves, that makes him justifiably guiltless. All right. Guiltless from his crimes. So how's he doing it right now with the Paul Pierce, the hokey pokey, the jab? Shoot, I hope the Lord willing the video doesn't come down. The Beetlejuice. All right. He's putting it out there and saying we got to, do it because of this, do it for that, the health, yada, yada. And the people are willingly taking it. So that right there is like, hey, we created it. We didn't do it, right? Well, check this out in Revelations, the 12th chapter and the 10th verse. It says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power. All right, let me go ahead and do it like this. All right, Revelations 12 and 10 again says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God, our power, and the power of his anointed. For the accuser of our brethren, who is the accuser of our brethren? Esau, Edom. All right, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. See, you got Esau, all right, constantly looking at us. And yeah, he's putting all these instruments of death and the weapons he's creating out there on the streets throughout the entire planet, whatever it may be, which is, through the foods, through the structure of what we actually live in, through the morals that he's throwing out there, the laws. That's him putting all these things, these instruments of death out there, and we just following docile and stupid because our people are sottish. He acts as if he's not guilty by it. But really, it's so because what he's doing is he's basically like hey man, they're taking it, they're taking this juice. We ain't forcing them because right now Esau, he ain't doing that. He's not coming door to door yet. With the small military little unit and being like, hey, take this shit or we're gonna kill you. He's not doing that yet. So right now he's accusing us like, you see, we didn't make him do it. But this is all because when I played that clip, Esau is mad. He's very mad. He's very wroth because he just wants the elect. He wants all of Israel to just die already. He wants us to walk off that plank that he nailed down and we're like, walk off. That way he can get his blessing back. So what I wanted to throw out was you've had in the last few weeks, a couple months, what was it, like a month and a half ago, Biden had gone on the press and he had said that he wanted the Beetlejuice he wanted the Beetlejuice rates to go up by like 75%, I believe. It was like he wanted 75% of the population to take the juice. And then they didn't get it, right? I think only like 70% took the poke. So like I'm trying to make sure I don't say those words, man. It's kind of tripping me up. 70% only did it. So what happened? They implemented new, harsher mandates, right? They started stepping up on the draconian ways. Harsher more harsher mandates. Then they ended up getting more pokes, right? The population of America is about 331 million, give or take. I know maybe a couple more million or so. So if that's 70, if you got 70%, what's 70% of 331 million? I'm not gonna do the math. You figure it out. So that left like 100 million that he said left, right? Well, now, since they've been imposing all these mandates and these new laws, this and that. Now you got Biden passed yesterday. He passed what was it called? A 6-pronged plan. All right, to where he said that like any employer with 100 employees or more now has to enforce the Beetlejuice. If not, they have to do a weekly Beetlejuice test. Salaka is funny. So the times are condensing. All right, it's getting shorter. But he said that there's about 100 million. No, he said there's about 80 million unbeetlejuiced, unzombie-juiced people left. Right. There's about 80 million left. Now you factor in what the number of the elect is going to be, right? The 144,000 with the 1/3. That's about what, 33 point something 3 million. So the numbers are closing in. Esau is locking in and tightening down to where he thinks he's going to be able to get it. Because there's a census going out while Esau is conducting all these Beetlejuices. All right. There's a census going in and they're marking off the names of everybody who's doing it and who's not. And so the ones that are left unmarked who haven't taken it yet, he's basically locking in, targeting like, okay, it's getting close. Now we can target them easier. And then that's what's going to happen. When you go into, let's see, I'll make it like this. You go into, let's see. Let me go to make this bigger. You go into Revelations 12 and 17. It says, and the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. That's what it's getting up to. All right. The numbers are closing in. All right. The numbers are closing in. Esau is getting ready to be able to make a better calculation of who's taking this thing and who's not. So when it gets to a certain point, when those numbers, when he sees the actual Beetlejuice rates stop, that's when he's going to come in like a hammer, man. That's when he's going to start making war with that remnant, the one that did not bow down, like I read in Romans the 11th chapter. There is a remnant that Esau knows is not going to bow down. We know this. That's what it's all about, making war with that woman. All right. How do I do this both, man? Salakia. Making war with that remnant. Again, Revelation 12:17. And the dragon was wrought with the woman. That dragon is who? Esau. And how you know it's Esau, how you know it's the so-called white man, is it started out as a serpent, right? But that serpent turned into what? A dragon. All right. Esau increased in all of his understanding and his wickedness, all his ways, and became on a dragon status. So that dragon is talking about Esau. And it says that the dragon was wrought with the woman. Well, what does it tell you in Jeremiah 6:2? That the Lord said, I have likened the daughter of Zion as unto a comely and delicate woman. So that woman is a nation of Israel. We already know when you go into Revelations, the 7th chapter, there's 12,000 from each tribe that is not going to bow down to this system. All right. And so it's making Esau mad. You go into Revelations 12:12. It says, therefore, ye heavens and ye that dwell in them, woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you. And you got to remember, this is the devil. All right. This man is the devil. You know, I sent a clip to the brothers chat room the other day of a certain clip of Biden saying some shit. And a brother commented and he made a good, I said, I wish I could have put it in a video. He made a good minute-long voice note saying, just say you're the devil already, man. Just say you're the goddamn devil. Because we know what you're up to, man. You got certain things going on YouTube, all right? You got certain things going on onto YouTube right now. There was just recently, a couple of days ago, there was an individual who was trying to do online course classes in college so that he could help contribute to not spreading the Vanessa. All right, there you go. He was wanting to stay home 70 miles away from this college so that he would not contribute to the spread of the Vanessa. You know what they did? They banned and barred him from taking any classes at all through the college because he did not want to take the Vanessa. That should strike questions in your mind, man. That should really make you think about if this is about the health if this is really about health, why are they doing that? If he was literally helping contribute to make things healthy, that's how you know this is the devil, man. This has nothing to do with an outbreak. I'll say that. This has nothing to do with that. And I'm praying the Lord, man, I'm praying that they don't shut this video down for some words I use, man. Because Esau is, again, he's getting mad and he's trying to censor everything and he's trying to cut everything off through the internet, man. That's why you say certain words. I'm not going to say them anymore because then my video will get taken down. And I got 2 strikes on my account. So I'm not trying to, I put up a video a few weeks ago and I was banned on YouTube for 2 weeks because all I did was read the actual article. And they banned me for 2 weeks. Esau is getting mad, man. He's getting mad. And that's why I wanted to go into this, man, today because, hey, man, the times are getting short. The time where Esau's wrath is going to come out is approaching. Those days of chaos, those days of doom that are coming, they're approaching fast, man. And like I was saying, you measure it, which I wanted to get that. You measure those times, right? And that's what we're doing. We're seeing how it started from this whole global device, I'll say. It started out where there was nobody who had taken anything yet, but then you saw how Esau was working. He started condensing everything, making it harder, restricting your liberties and freedoms. And so he said that the goal was to do what? A global Beetlejuice, right? Okay. Anyways, this fly has been in this house for the last 3 days on every lesson I've been making. That's Satan, man. But anyways, you see how it started out, right? All right. He pushed it softly. And then he started making more measures, getting more draconian. All right. Getting more harsher, more oppressive with it. And then now he's getting his goal. The scriptures tell you, man, how he feels like as if he's going to fill his belly, but yet he's not going to be able to. But it started to get to where he said he wanted 70% Beetlejuiced. All right. It didn't work. Now he's condensing it even more, saying, all right, 100 employers must mandate this. Pretty soon it's going to get to where he's going to say everything has to be enforced. Everything. Because there's press conferences with them saying, what was it? There was a brother on GMS Shapatya. There was a clip of Biden saying, I'm the federal government. I'm the president. I can enforce this. I can implement it. You should see the pride in Esau's eyes when he said it, man. But he said that. He goes, I'm the federal president. So it's going to get to a point where Esau is going to implement and mandate everything and force everybody to. That's why you got the concentration camp set up. All right. That's why you're going to have the military coming to your door. Because again, man, this really, when you look at the whole spectrum, it has everything to do with what Jacob's going to get next. All right. Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. Esau is mad that he's not going to be here anymore. So he has a short time and he's trying to set everything off. All right. And he's trying to get our people to willingly kill himself so that he can take back what he actually gave in the beginning. So there was something I pulled up on the internet today, which I don't know where my phone is. Oh, but I had typed in on Google. If you go on your phone, it'll pull it up, not on the actual desktop. But I typed in on Google, Esau was mad about losing his birthright. And it says that the narrative of Esau selling his birthright to Jacob in Genesis 25 states that Esau despised his birthright. Now you go back, this all reflects on how Esau really is. It goes back to when he was Cain, because Cain was a despised type of person. And what happened with Cain? All right, Cain was not accepted by the Lord. The same thing happened to Esau. Now I'm going to get this real quick, but I'm going to go back to it. When you go into 2nd Ezra, the 3rd chapter and the 15th verse. Oh no, I'll go. You know what? I'll start at verse 13. 2nd Ezra chapter 3, verse 13. It says, Now, when they lived so wickedly before thee, thou didst choose thee a man from among them whose name was Abraham. All right. Abraham was chosen. All right. But the rest of the world wasn't. And really, the rest of the world acts the same way Esau acts when he's not chosen. They lash out, they fight, they bite, they kick, they push these slanders. But Abraham was chosen, right? Now it says this, him thou lovest, and unto him only thou shewest thy will. The same way that only the will of the Lord is shown to Jacob, right? Now verse 15 says, and madest an everlasting covenant with him, promising him that thou wouldest never forsake his seed. And unto him thou gavest Isaac, and unto Isaac also thou gavest Jacob and Esau. Now check this out. As for Jacob, thou didst choose him to thee. All right. It says, as for Jacob, thou didst choose him to thee, and put by Esau. Now, when you look up that, I don't know what to call it. That I don't know. When you put those words together, put by, it literally says to forget or reject. So it said that he rejected Esau. Esau did not get the blessing that Jacob was going to get. And we already know, we look back into, we understand predestination, and we already understand that the Lord, he'll intervene at certain times to set things up the way he needs them to be set up. When Isaac gave the blessings over to Jacob and Esau, we understand that Isaac was Yahushai, right? Yahushai literally had things form the way that they did so that Jacob could get the blessing that we were going to get, because the Lord chose him. The Lord chose Jacob from the beginning. All right. But he did not accept Esau. But even Esau still get a blessing. He still did get a blessing. And what did Esau do? He begged his father to give him one. He cried like a little bitch, and he begged to get a blessing. So there was only one other possible blessing left. And there's a balance to all things. Esau got the bad blessing, basically, but it was always set up to be like that. No matter what happened, it would have happened that way. And I gave an example of last time when I made this lesson with Joseph and his two children. You had Ephraim and Manasseh. And I believe, who was it? The youngest, Ephraim, got the blessing, and Manasseh got the second. But you had when Jacob put his hands on Ephraim and Manasseh, I believe he put the right hand on Manasseh's and the left hand on Ephraim, but the hands were moved. Who was it that blessed? Oh, yeah, Jacob, Salakia. Jacob ended up blessing Ephraim first. Predestination, man. Same way that happened with Jacob and Esau. It was always meant for Jacob to get the actual inheritance of the earth, all right, and to get everything that was going to come after. We're about to receive everything, man, all right? And you look at our people, you look at how the elect conduct themselves, man. We deserve, we do and we don't, but the Lord is gracious and merciful, man. We deserve this blessing, man. We are righteous ministers of the earth and of the universe. You see how Esau acts, right? You see what he's doing, all right? He's proud, right? And there was a saying said by, I can't remember who said it. I want to say it was Abraham Lincoln, bitch ass, man. But I think he said, if I'm not correct, Salakia, but he had said, almost all men can endure through adversity, but give a man power and test his true character. You see how Esau's acting with that power. He's proudly telling you, like, I know I got this power, man. I can do whatever the hell I want. So the Lord is about to take him out. All right. And we see this through how we measure the times, right? But I got this in 2nd Esdras 9:1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand. We understand that the times are closing up, man. The doors of mercy are closing. Esau is getting ready to come in like a flood. All right. We understand this because we're measured. We're seeing the numbers get lower, right? You're seeing the Beetlejuice rate getting smaller because now Biden said what? There's about 80 million left, right? That's going to close in. And then you just seen, who was it? Pfizer. I don't want to say these company names, man. You can't say nothing anymore, man, because E will shut it down. But these companies, these Beetlejuice companies, are now concocting up 2-in-1 Beetlejuice boosters. All right, they just had one, man, yesterday. Man, a tweet came out on the internet saying that they got 2-in-1 Beetlejuices now, man. Serpent serums. This is how you know, man. This is the devil. This is Esau, man, working his anger, working his power, abusing it. So what's the Lord going to do, man? What's the Lord going to do? He's going to move this man out the seat. So let me get that in. What is that? Second Esdras 6. Just to let you know, man, that like Esau, he's running out of time. That's why he's doing everything that he's doing. All right. Second Esdras. You know what? My computer, I don't know what. It's brand new. I haven't done nothing on it, but it's acting up. This is Second Esdras chapter 6 and 7. It said, Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first? Esau is the first right now. It says, And when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Now, you go into, I found another, I typed the exact same thing on Google about how Esau was mad that he lost his birthright, right? And there was an article that says, How often do you sell your birthright for soup like Esau? It says siblings rivalry is a touchstone in the Old Testament narrative of brothers Jacob and Esau. Jacob's name comes first whenever the twin son of Isaac and Rebekah are mentioned, but Esau is actually the firstborn. In ancient Jewish culture, which it's our culture, man, and often today as well, the firstborn child has sole rights to the inheritance of the father. Esau sells his birthright to his brother Jacob and loses his claim on the family property. Specifically, Esau trades his birthright for Jacob's freshly made soup when Esau is hungry. Begin a manly man, which Esau ain't no goddamn man. Esau comes in from hunting one day and wants a good meal to fill his stomach. And this is where that false narrative is pushed in, because it calls Esau a manly man, right? You got that narrative out today, man, that a manly man got to be like this, got to be like that. This is Esau throwing his deception in there. They're trying to downplay and degrade Jacob, trying to make it seem like we're the bad guys, right? You go all throughout the city, and they always make it seem like we're the monkeys, we're this, we're that, we're spics, you know? And you notice too, I can say spick on here, man, but if I say anything about what's going on right now, they'll strike my account and shut it down. That's how you know it's a damn devil, man. That's how you know Esau hates us. Because you can say nigga, you can say spick, and you know if an Neakim watches this, they're gonna make fun of me, man. But you can say that shit, man, and get away with it. That's because Esau wants to keep pushing that narrative about us that we are spicks, we are beaners, wetbacks. All right. But it says right here that Esau's a manly man, right? It says Jacob provides that meal in trade for his older brother's future prosperity, which that's true. Our future prosperity is what? That we're going to inherit the earth. The scriptures tell you, man, that the saints shall take. How does it go? And what is that? Daniel 7:25. Let me get it. Daniel 7:25. It says right here. No, that's not the one. In the kingdom. Oh, right here. Daniel 7:20. No, shit. I'm already getting it wrong. Let me look it up. But because what was I saying? The future prosperity is of what? What is the future prosperity of Yasha Allah? That we're going to inherit the earth, right? So right there. So let me just prove it. All right, Daniel 7:18. Salakia. It says, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. And if you notice, it says that we're going to take it. All right, because Esau is not going to willingly give up his power. That's why he's going to make war with us. That's why he's going to make war with the Lamb, right? There was war with the Lamb in heaven. There's going to come a point in time where Esau is going to mount up and have war against Yahweh Shai. It says that in him and his angels. This is all about Esau's anger and not getting the blessing. All right. You got it right here. Revelations 20. And nah, that's not it. Yeah. Man, I'm already forgetting these scriptures. Slacking, man. You look in Revelations, okay, slacking. Revelations 12 and 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. And the dragon, well, did we not just read at the last verse, Revelations 12 and 17, that the dragon is wroth with the woman? The dragon is wroth with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. It says, and there was, again, verse 7, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. That's why I said Esau is going to mount up with his artillery, you know, his armies that he's created. You got the EU, right? EU, which is primarily made up of Edomite nations, but they're going to mount up, man. They're going to all come up against Yahushai and try to fight against them. And how do you prove that? I always like to throw this little thing in there. You got a type of jet plane that Esau flies around in his military called the Blue Angels, because Esau trusts to his technology, man. He's going to use that to try to fight against Yahushai, but you got to understand, Yahushai gave him that knowledge. Yahushua gave him the knowledge to make these primitive weapons. All right. But it said right here, and prevailed not, neither was there a place found anymore in heaven, because Esau's gonna fight, because he's not going to want to give away his power seat. But guess what? Yahushua is going to come and take it out. The scriptures say it's going to take Yahushua about 1 hour to destroy this place. All right. You got a lot of the area to cover, and you got a lot of people you got to get out of the way. A lot of Edomites you got to get out the way. So it's going to take but just 1 hour to eradicate this entire place, man. All right. But it says that, and they prevail not yet. Esau ain't going to prevail. Esau is not going to get his blessing back, man. You're not going to find a single Edomite in the kingdom. Well, let me be technical. You will have Edomites in the kingdom for up to a period of 1,000 years. All right. After that, they're going to be done away with. You're not going to see another pale-faced serpent tongue. What do the Indians call them? Forked tongue. You know, you're not going to see them again after that. But there's going to be no more place for them in heaven after that period of servitude. All right. And you don't think that Esau, I mean, we can only speculate a couple of things, man, but you think about the character of Esau, man. Esau's character has always been to fight and resist. All right, you go back to Malachi, the first chapter, the 4th verse. It said that Esau shall build, but the Lord shall throw down. Esau is always trying to rebuild what the Lord cast down, because he wants his way. Esau's rebellious. All right, that's all spiritual, man, to show you that that Esau's always fighting against the Lord. I've done lessons, and other brothers have done lessons. You have these ancient civilizations that Esau keeps on rediscovering, right? You had just recently. They discovered like an African body, an actual Hamite body that was preserved for like however many years. But it was a body of someone who contributed to the civilization back in Egypt. You know, like they're always trying to bring up the oppressive history that they had over Israel. All right, because that's in Esau's nature, to fight and to kick. What did he say? What did Esau say? What did Esau say when Yahweh asked him where his brother Abel was? And I'm saying Esau because we know it was Esau. All right. Genesis chapter 4. Genesis chapter 4. And I'll start at verse 8. It came to pass, and the Lord said, oh, no, Genesis 4 and 9. Salakia, Genesis 4 and 8. And Cain talked with Abel, his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him. Why did Cain do this? Why did Cain kill his brother? He was so mad that the Lord chose Abel that Cain, and I made this comment out on when we were on the highways and byways, Cain got mad at somebody that had nothing to do with them. Just like Esau got mad at something that had nothing to do with him in this time, you got mad that you weren't chosen for what? I mean, You were instructed in the exact same way on how to serve the Lord, the same way that Abel was. All right. The way that the Lord gave Adam understanding on how to worship him. And Adam passed all that information down to his two sons, Cain and Abel. They both were grown and raised up the exact same way on how to reverence and serve the Lord. Cain didn't do it. Cain was half-assed, lazy, a damn demon. All right. Abel wasn't. Abel served with all sincerity. So how could you get mad that you didn't do it right, but you project that anger onto somebody else? What you could have done is you could have gone to Abel, but like, hey man, can you help me, be better? Can you help me serve the Lord better, man? I don't want to make the Lord mad, but can you help me? But that didn't happen. Cain took Abel into a field and killed him. It said that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him. And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? This has been the attitude of Esau since the beginning of time, man. To get a smart ass attitude with the Lord, to kick against the Lord. So it's only natural that he's going to continue to be like that, man. We already know the Lord has set everything up. He's created the evil and the good. And Cain reincarnated as Esau, which is Esau today. Esau is wicked. The scriptures call him the border of wickedness, man. But he's still pissed, man. He is so mad. He's so mad that he's not going to be able to inherit the earth, man, like we are. That's why I read in 2 Esdras 9 that we measure the time. We measure Esau's anger every day, man. There's so much information coming out through the media, man, that we're posting, that we're making lessons about, that we're speaking about. And you see that his anger is getting shorter. Like I played that video of Biden, Joe Biden, man. Let me see if I can go ahead and get it again. I got the screen pulled up. Let me see. Just hope, I got to get into my email real quick because I sent it to myself. And I'm going to put it on full screen again so y'all can see it. Damn, I don't know why my laptop has been doing this, man. It's Satan, man. That's all it is. But in this video, you had Joe Biden, which really we already know that sloppy Joe Biden, he ain't saying nothing out of his own mouth, man. He has to read this shit off a prompter because the elites are the one pushing it. But let me see. Let me get it up. I'm going to play it one more time for y'all so y'all can see. You can tell their patience. Like you said, our patience is wearing thin. His anger is starting to boil. That dragon is getting wroth. All right?
Patient.
Hold on. Let me get it. And I'm trying to be patient with your bitch ass right now, man. This devil, man, has Satan working for him all the time to make these videos not want to play. All right, let me... Can y'all see that? Yeah, can y'all see that? All right. Let me play it one more time.
But our patience is wearing thin, and your refusal has cost all of us. You've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin. Man. And your refusal has cost all of us.
And like I said from the beginning, man, that refusal has cost all of us, man. That's E being a bitch, man. That's him telling you that he's getting mad that we're not willingly giving over what we're about to get. Because he wants us to give it up, man. He wants us to give up the blessing. He thinks that by having us kill ourselves through his deception and his witchcraft and all that and his sorceries, that he'll get the blessing back. So I want to read this. Let me actually remove that. All right. You go into, let me see, Job 20 and 11, it says, his bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down in the dust with him. It says, actually, you know what? Let me read a verse up. It says, Job 20 and 10 says, his children shall seek to please the poor. You notice that they're throwing in with these mandates and all that. Because there's another video where it says that Biden has said this has nothing to do with freedom. This has nothing to do with your rights. This has to do with the protection of every American citizen. He's seeking to please the poor, right? He's seeking to try to make it smooth. And I'm doing this for y'all. I'm doing this to help y'all take care of your lives. It has nothing to do with that, man. Because you go into Job 20:11, it says, his bones are full of the sin of his youth. He has been mad since the beginning of time, and he is tired of Israel being on the earth. And he wants us to move out the way. He wants to consume us. All right. What is that in Psalms 83? All right. Let me go ahead and get it. Psalms. This is Psalms 83:1 says, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee are lifted up their head. When you look at that word tumult, it goes into basically a commotion or a certain commotion of war. So they're making a commotion of war, which, what did I read in Revelations 12:17? That the dragon was wroth and was going to make war with the remnant, right? It says, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. You see them getting ready to strike, right? Like a serpent. They raise up, they get that head up, right? And that head's starting to move and it's getting ready to strike. Let me go back and get that in Revelations 12:17. It says, and the dragon was wroth with the woman, which is Israel, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of Yahweh and have the testimony of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. See, Esau knows we're that remnant. We're the ones who are not going to bow down. We're going to follow the ways of the Most High. And they hate that. They hate it. So Psalms 83:2 says, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. All right, they have taken crafty counsel. Don't forget, man, one of the characteristics of Esau was that he was a cunning hunter. All right, to be a cunning hunter means you're skillfully deceptive. You're good at being a deceiver. All right, we know what a deceiver is. What is that? A devil. All right, and who is a devil? Esau. It says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. It says, for they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. And at the very first one that it mentions, right? It says the tabernacles of Edom. All right. The tabernacles of Edom. So Esau is basically the ringleader of what's all going on right now, man. Actually, I wish I could show y'all, man. You know what? Lord, where I could find it real quick. But there was I can't remember her name, man. But there was another meeting about the global, you know what I'm talking about, the global scheme. I'll say that. But they're over there in, like, I think China or Japan or whatever. I don't know, man. I never keep up to date with the squint-eyed motherfuckers, man. But there was a picture I put up in the chat, and I said, who do you think's in the middle of all this? And it was all Asians, but right in the middle of it was an Edomite. And it was that woman that I can't remember her name, man, but she's our ginger. And we'd be talking a lot, man. We were sending a lot of information to the brothers. I wish I could find it, man. If I don't find it right now, it's all right. But hey, man, who's the ringleader of all these things? Esau, man. It's no mystery anymore that we know that this man is behind everything. You look back into history, man, at all the oppression that was caused on the nation of Israel, you will find Esau somewhere, somehow in the middle of that shit or helping them. Damn, it's not in there. But hey, man, we know this has to do with Esau being upset with us, being mad. Again, and the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. Now, you go into Isaiah, what is that, 59? Isaiah, let me see, Isaiah 59 and why can't I find it? I don't know. I think Satan's messing with my computer today, man, and I'll just get it through the scriptures quicker, man. Isaiah chapter 59 and 19 says, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him." Esau is getting ready to come in like a flood. All right. Once he gets these numbers down, yeah, there you go. I can't say her name. Jan Psaki. Yeah, the redhead, man. She's she you seen her in a picture yesterday with all these Asians. They're all standing up like this, and you see her right smack dab in the middle. And there was another dude. He was an old white Edomite, and there was another same picture. All these other nations, but that one Edomite right in the smack dab in the middle of that shit, man. Esau's behind everything, man. We know this. We already know this. It's no mystery anymore that this is the devil and he's the one working all iniquity. All right. It calls them the workers of iniquity, man. All right. But he's getting ready to come in like a flood. All right. Let me go to get that though, real quick. Let's see. I mean, you got all of it talking about the workers of iniquity. But you got Job 31:3 is not destruction to the wicked and a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity. And we see you go into Psalms 144 and 1, or Psalms 144 and 8, I believe. And it says, "Whose mouth speaketh vanity, and the right hand is a right hand of falsehood." You look up a scripture above, it says, "Send that hand from above, rid me and deliver me out of the great waters from the hand of strange children." That's Esau. The strange children, because they're weird, man. I'm gonna say it just like that. They're fucking weird. And I made a comment earlier in the brothers chat. I was like, I know they're the devil, but how can you be such a damn devil, man? When you sit like that in front of 7.8 billion people on the planet and you are lying your ass off knowingly, 100% you are lying to the mass because you want to work and usher in your own agenda. They said it, man. They said it on the video yesterday as well with what's her name, Jan Psaki. They said this is a new world order. They said it. They're starting to get to the point, man, where they're not going to care anymore. They're going to start, hey, like the scripture say in 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. They're getting ready, man, to where they're not going to care anymore. It says in 2nd Ezra 16 and 70, it says, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like mad men, sparing none." Esau is getting ready to get to a point where he's just going to say, "Fuck it, we are the devil. Now we're coming to kill you." He's going to get to that point, believe me, and it's going to come in a manner that you ain't going to expect it, because the scriptures say, man, that sudden destruction will come when they shall say peace and safety, just like Esau's doing, right? What's the goal or the initiative behind the Vanessa and the Beetlejuice? They said, we want to restore this place back to health. We want to restore America back to its former days, make America great again, right? So it's all deception, man. All these lies coming out that they're pushing, but it's ultimately because they want to take this earth from us, man. You got the Georgia Guidestones. They want to depopulize the entire population to 500 million, but it's going to be only of Esau, Edomites. Where's Jacob in that? Where are the other nations in that? So we see what's going on. All right. We see that it's getting to a point where that dragon is getting rocked with the woman, and that they're going to eventually the last thing that they're going to do is they're going to make war. It says, and again, 2nd Ezra 16. Actually, you know what? I'll start at verse 68. It says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you." You got Esau getting mad, man. He's bubbling. All right. "Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you with great wrath," right? It says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot. For there shall be in every place and in Salaki. And in the next cities, a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Because he wants to eradicate Jacob, man. And he knows the last part of us, which is the remnant, the elect. He knows we're going to be the toughest ones to try to take out. And it says he's going to be destroying those that fear the Lord. There will be some of us that are going to die as martyrs. That's going to kick at the pride of Esau, man. But what did I read in Revelations 12 and what is that, 5 or what was it? Where it said that he shall not prevail. Hey, man, the white man ain't going to prevail this time. All right, there's going to be a cutoff point of this devil, man. It said that there would be no more place found in heaven for him. Okay. So let me go to, let's see. I mean, I could really end the lesson off of that, man, because I've really said everything. Going back to 2 Esdras 3:16, and unto him thou gavest Isaac, and unto Isaac also thou gavest Jacob and Esau. As for Jacob, thou didst choose unto thee and put by Esau. Esau has been rejected and is rejected. He will never be accepted. All the works he's ever brought out has been iniquity. All right. Everything he's ever done is deception. This white devil is lying to you people, man, and he's going to try to kill you. There's not going to be peace in your city. There's not going to be a restored estate of your island or your country. All right. Esau is about to come down with great wrath. And it's all so that he can entrap and enslave you people and control you. I mean, if you understand how mRNAs work, I don't want to get too medicinal with it. Damn it. You can't even say these words. Esau has been giving me strikes for saying things like that. That's why I'm trying to refrain from it. But you understand how the chemical conjuring up of the serpent serum is. What he's going to do is once these 5G towers goes on, it's over. All right. A lot of these people, it's going to be like a zombie apocalypse, man. They're going to be controlled. All right. And this all has to do because Esau wants to take the earth back. He wants to take his blessing back. He wants that power to remain with him forever. All right. But we already know there's going to be a sore trial upon him for not giving that power back. So he's going to try to make war, but his destruction is going to be great. Wisdom of Solomon. Let me get it. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6. And I'll start at verse 1. It says, hear therefore, all you kings, and understand, learn, ye that be judges of the end of the earth. Which who are the judges and the kings right now? The Edomites. Give ear, ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of the nations. We already have heard out of this devil's mouth. He gets his rocks off ruling this world. For power is given you of the Lord. It comes from the Lord. It comes from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And sovereignty from the highest, who shall try your works and search out your counsels. Because being ministers of his kingdom, you have not judged aright, nor kept the law, nor walked after the counsel of the Most High. Like I said, because your character has been to be rebellious, resistant. You kick. All right, you kick, you jab, you fight. All right, you work iniquity on your bed. All right, you practice it upon your bed. Instead of trying to do something good, man, instead of trying to get right, you just being all malicious and wicked. So this is your fault, man. At the end of the day, what you're doing is your fault because you said, like Joe Biden said yesterday, I'm the federal government. You should have seen when he said it, man. He said, I'm the federal government. I'm the president. I can implement. He said, I can implement it. He said in a soft voice, I can implement it. Man, this is the devil, man. We are being ruled under the devil today, man. And whether you want to believe that or not, that's on you. But we see his conduct. We see that he has not been a good minister of the kingdoms. He has not judged aright, nor kept the law, nor walked out to the counsel of the Most High. We just read in Revelations, he's going to make war with them that keep the laws of the Most High. So it says, horribly and speedily shall he come upon you. For a sharp judgment shall be to them that be in high places. And Esau's in a very high status, right? He's in the elevated status where he has that power to rule. All right. So it says that for a sharp judgment shall be to them that be in high places. For mercy shall soon pardon the meanest, but mighty men shall be mightily tormented. So, hey, that's why it's going to take the Lord to make war with them. You're going to have to. This matter is going to be brought to the decree of the Almighty. All right. In verse 8, it says, but a sore trial shall come upon the mighty. So get ready. Get ready for this thing to get ugly, man, because Esau's going to go out fighting. He's going to go out kicking. He's going to go out like a madman, trying to keep what he's got. So, I mean, I say to the elect, we already know, stand strong, stand vigilant, diligent. All right. Keep that foundation sure, man, and trust in Yahweh Shem Yahshai. To the rest, I say a destruction to you, man. A abad babal to America. All right. But with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash, Barakathum. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and great millstone. Peace, honors, and blessings to the elect. All right. Until next time, Yahweh Bashem Shai Barakathum. Kwam Mashallah Shalawam.